Hello, everybody. I know it's been a busy day. I don't know whether these three live streams in one day is going to cut it or not. But hope everybody had a great weekend and is ready for the Fourth of July holiday. And hope everybody has some good plans for today. And I'm gonna sit here and wait just a little bit. Try to let a few people get in here. Once maybe some Hey, Mrs. Peaches, how are you doing tonight, ma'am? Um, Hopefully you got plans for the Fourth of July. Um, Everything goes good. Oh, cool, cool. That's baby shower tomorrow. That's gonna be sounds like fun. Just don't set off no rockets out there in that desert. For the gender reveal party or anything like that, and set half of Arizona on fire like what they did in California last year. We don't need none of that. Hopefully, hopefully things more people will show up in a little bit, so I got an out kind of that's what I was saying there, Miss Peaches. They did the what was it last year or sometime or other when they did that gender reveal thing out in California, or was it somewhere out there, and they set the whole desert on fire. So yeah, it's gotten dry here too. I mean, first it rained for a solid week. Now it's actually hadn't rained for a week, so it's wow. Two two baby boys at uh, in close to the same time period, or is it going to be twins? Oh, okay. Cool. That'll be that'll be good to see them kind of grow up at the same time. But whew, he was talking about twins at one time. I mean, that would. hope hope what you and your family doing good, Miss Peaches. I mean, I don't know whether Delisa told you or not, but she's kind of stuck between a scared period right now. So uh, I'm I'm not going. Wow. Well, you get well. Maybe you get to babysit all of them at one time, there, Peaches, and then you have to get a full size van to haul them around. Mm, no, not yet, because we hadn't got we ain't got confirmation yet. She just got to go for some more tests next next week, and I I'm praying that it's not what it could be, but if it is, it'll just be another bridge we had to cross. But you don't. Hey, Mudmore, Diesel, how are you? No, not Mother's Peaches. Four and two on the way. That means you got that means you got to get a full size Econoline van or something. You got anything planned this week, Mudmore? Diesel? Anything special for the fourth or anything? Peaches, we're not going. All right, Mrs. Peaches. I appreciate it. Yeah, it it could be something that's bad, but they got to do some more tests and a biopsy, so before they find out. So, oh, cool. What use what which mud? Which one was who? Which mud more did you change from there? I'm trying to. I'm trying. I, I'm pretty sure I know who you know you, but I don't know. I don't really recognize the diesel part on the end of your name. So, oh, okay, yeah. Well, cool. I bet that would be a tough one to play around with. I mean, diesel ain't gonna shouldn't shouldn't drown out and stuff like a and it shouldn't run as hot as a gas powered one. So you ought what putting a diesel in one sound like a good idea. I think they're having some heavy thunderstorms up in the Ohio and area and all that stuff. So we might I might not have too many people show up tonight, but I'm just for right now I'm just winging it, and if they if they show up, if not, then I probably won't. I won't be on long, but cool. What kind of little diesel engine did you put in it? Yeah, it's I got out there and I got my my 4 wheeler crank the other day, and I rode around the yard a little bit, but I ain't went nowhere to go riding this year. I mean, I don't know. I just ain't. It's either I've been sick or the wife's been sick, so we need so. Oh, okay. Well, I don't have no gloves there, Sam. All right, Miss Peaches. Just just don't make it too fast there now. I mean, you got two seats to fill in a Jeep, a diaper Jeep. I think you better do a semi truck instead of a Jeep. Yeah, that there. Uh, that ought to be pretty well fast as you need one to go there, Mudmore. I mean, the big thing is uh, finding parts for maybe finding parts to break something. Well, it I ain't too much into wearing the gloves now, Sam. I'm just oh yeah, we got a celebrity coming in. How you doing, Mr. Jeff?
You're darn right. It's a celebrity coming in.
Yeah, I mean
I'm world famous.
I see it. I mean a legend in your own mind, right?
Yeah, pretty much all I need now is my Hollywood glasses.
Yep. Hey, Backwoods boys. Yeah, that was. But one more that they're putting a diesel in them sounds like it would be a pretty good thing. I mean, it sounds like it probably it maybe it won't run as high. It won't run as hot as a lawnmower engine or something like that, and it ought to be pulls. The pull's pretty good. So I mean,
Hey, backwards.
yeah.
Yeah,
So
I had
then,
to let the dogs out.
well, did you do anything spectacular this week, Mister Celebrity?
Not really. Just another day. I trying to behave myself. Take my needles 4 times a day like I'm supposed to. Sometimes I only take 3.
I got I go to Sixth to get mine checked, and that'll she's probably gonna chew me a new one. So I don't know whether I want to go or not.
Well, when you're, what is that, A1C?
Yeah,
When that's up like 12 or 13, they don't see no humor in it, do they?
no, they don't. They don't see. It ain't. I mean, I tried to tell her that was supposed to be a good number, right? I mean,
Yeah.
ain't the higher the number it is, the better everything goes. I mean, on most
Apparently not.
on most scales, 1 to 10, if you say it said they're 10, then that should be better, right?
Yeah.
You get 13, 14, or whatever. I mean,
I'm thinking they're just backwards. They don't know.
yeah, I mean, well, the whole daggone country's been backwards since COVID, so I mean, that is it.
Not so you'd notice.
Uh, did Yeah, I heard you say earlier you got that your generator working is just
Yeah, it's my brother's generator.
oh okay.
I guess he'll be up here tomorrow for it.
Well,
I was just trying to figure out these guys talking, about like trying to get the new service. Well, I don't think Briggs and Stratton Kohler prints anything out in service books anymore. I think that's all. I'd be through a dealership to get all that.
yeah, just it's most of that's the only thing they'll tell you is the time to change the oil and what just the normal stuff, air pressures and stuff like that. They don't tell you how to work on.
I've been trying to get the place I get stuff from here. I've been trying to get them to get me hooked up, going to like the Briggs school or the Kohler school. I told them, I'll pay for it. It'd be nice to get up to some of the newer stuff.
Yeah. Lisa Ann, yeah, it's supposed to be the mid fives, but it sometimes I mean I bet I could take mine right now, and I'm probably well over 200 right now, and I ain't really eat a whole lot of nothing today, so it's just kind of bad. But yeah, uh, Jeff, the next time you had to buy the needles or whatever, go up. Tell them to go up one size bigger. That'll make them stronger, and it don't really hurt that much more. So, hey, Mudster, how are
Hey,
you doing?
well, it's not
And
that it hurts. It's just
yeah,
when I'm trying to do it,
yeah,
I get kind of shaky.
yeah,
It's like I end up bending it sometimes.
yeah. I mean, like I said, just one size. It ain't got to be no longer. It's just
No,
one size bigger needle. It ain't. It's not going. It don't hurt. It don't hurt no more than a little prick.
I know. I also know I can't do it with my arm. Like when I was they was
Yeah,
used to do it with my arm, but I figured out after a couple of times, it's like this ain't working because I'm thinking it's going in, and when I'm done, it's like you see a little drip there, and it's like, okay, we
Yeah.
wasted that.
Yeah. Well, I do most of mine in my stomach area.
That's
So
what I do too on one side.
yeah.
But after a while, it starts getting sore there.
Yeah. And then you just got to keep switching back and forth on the sides. And but
I do it in the back, but there ain't much back there to put a needle in.
well, I got plenty back there, but
Well, I know it'd be kind of like trying to put a needle in this here
yeah,
little desktop thing.
yeah. Them calluses get pretty tough at times, don't they, Jeff? Trying to especially putting needles in there. I'm just kidding about
That's
that.
why. Well, I got my pillow sitting here, and I left my other pillow. I bought my pillow for Sunday mornings. I left that sitting there. I didn't even think about it until I got home. It's like, oh well, ain't nobody gonna steal it from there.
No, yeah, it's kind of looks like it's going to be a slow night. All of them Ohio guys got the storms coming across them. So
Yeah, they banged right out, huh?
yeah, so
We got Lucy in here.
yeah, we got Lisa Ann and Mudster, I guess, is still here, and uh,
Where's Lucy in from?
uh, Lisa Ann, didn't you say you was from California one time? I may be wrong. I usually am. I can't. My memory is not has never been great. So
Oh, like California.
okay,
She's way over there.
yeah,
Huh.
yeah. Mudster, uh, Polar Bear Ed and Mark and them said it was they had a chance of tornadoes and all kinds of stuff, and his lights and all was starting to flicker and all in his house. So I mean,
Oh, she's right next to the air ball. Boy,
oh
that must
God,
be noisy.
wow, wow, I haven't had well. I mean, yeah, those thunderstorms and Market said that Sandy said that there was under a tornado watch too. So, but it's I guess it's that time of year, but it's everybody's talking about how hot it is. And
Yeah.
hey Wayne, how are you doing
Hey,
tonight?
Wayne, nice to see you.
It was
You
cool deal.
never left the hood, huh?
Yeah, I used to have a house down there where next to where I was born and raised, and it just got too much to try to keep up with two houses. So I mean, and so I sold that one. Cool deal, ultralight. That sounds like fun. If I wasn't scared of heights, there, Wayne. I'm, I'm too scared of heights.
Not me. You ain't gonna see me get off the ground.
No, it's
That's what the Catholic Church down here has a carnival every year. It's pretty well packed the whole time. And they even, I guess he come home last night from someplace and he's sitting there. He says, "Oh, I see the church down there. They got a big carnival. They had Ferris wheels and they had this and that. It's like, yeah, they had all the usual carnival stuff." He says, "If I know that, we would have stopped in and went on a couple of the rides."
I heard that, but yeah, we're I think next week or so there's supposed to be be one out of our fairgrounds out here close by here. But I mean, I don't know. It's it's fun. You know, it was fun whenever I had when we had kids and all that stuff. But you know, back when I was raising my ex girlfriend's kids, so you
But
know,
back then you could afford it.
yeah, I could afford it, and I wasn't just sitting. Yeah, I was mostly just sitting on my butt back in them days, but at least I was seeing things changing through the windshield. But
Yeah. That's why that's the only thing I liked is going out to like Ohio and Indiana and Iowa in the summertime. You could see the fairs from like miles and miles away.
yeah,
You could see the Ferris wheels and all that shit. When they had the fireworks, it's like you're driving down the road and about an hour down the road, you could still see the fireworks way up in front of you.
yeah, and it was cool when some of them days, you know, out there. But I wish and I miss it like crazy. But I mean, it's just something that ain't gonna ever happen again. That I'm gonna be able to drive past the DOT physical. I
No, I
am.
don't think I'm even going to try it. Mine's coming up, I think, this winter sometime, maybe. I'm just going to let it go.
Uh, I mean, mine still says commercial driver's license on it, but I mean, I mean, as long as they'll let me keep it without a health card, I'm gonna keep it. But I mean, but because that was something I earned 20 years of bouncing up and down the road. So
I used to
well,
be.
well, um, well, Lisa Ann, I am where I'm sitting at. I am about probably 40 miles from what they consider to be the real Mayberry, which is Mount Airy, North Carolina, and it's still in real life it's not wasn't Mount Pilot, but in real life is Pilot Mountain. So I
What's the
mean,
name of the highway? I remember going down that, and I remember at the bottom there was a sign there that said Mayberry.
it was uh it's over on 52 or Interstate 77 now. You can't go down it in a truck. You can go up it, but you on Highway 52 you can go up it with a truck, but you can't go down it no more.
I
Yeah,
forget what highway it was. I remember though, right about the bottom, someplace at the bottom. I can remember. I think the exit was on the right, on the left side, and it had a sign there that said Mayberry.
yeah, it's
I
right at
remember it
right.
was all like pine trees and stuff there.
Yeah, and it's right at the state line, so you can it's right as you go out of Virginia into North Carolina. It's right there.
I remember coming down that mountain, and I kept thinking to myself, as I got down the bottom half, I was like, you know, I think back, I remember Barney and Andy going on about Barney was all twisted up because the trucks were going a little bit faster to try and get up the hill, and he was
Yeah,
giving them tickets. And I can remember Andy telling me, "You can't do that. These guys need to do that, or they'll never get up the hill."
yeah. Well, that's true, Wayne. But I'm kind of I'm the thing about it is if I go out there and something does happen, I I I mean I've had one wreck, and so I don't want to take a chance on me having some kind of a crash or my numbers skyrocket. So
Yeah,
I don't want to take a chance on maybe hurting somebody else's family. So
That's what makes me nervous. I remember that heart attack. It's like I never even knew it. If I
Yeah.
was on the road, I would have never known it.
Yep.
I
That's
thought I just wasn't feeling that good, and that kind of scares you. It's like I guess sometimes you might have a little warning if you got a small one, but when you flat out just done, period, it's over.
yeah. Well, you know my story. The guy run across the
Yeah.
interstate and right in front of my truck, and I had nowhere to go. And
Thank you, bud.
I mean,
Oops.
it's it messed me up for a long time. But then when I finally
What's that? Oh,
was about ready to go back on the road, I couldn't pass the DOT physical anymore, not legally. So and by then I done went bankrupt and lost the truck and all that stuff. So
that's why I screwed up the last time I went for one. I went to this urgent care place here by me, and I didn't realize it was like part of the whole hospital setup. I filled out the paper, this and that and stuff, and the doctor finally she come walking in, and she started asking me this and that and this and that, and she's like, "Well, this," and she started telling me, and I'm thinking to myself, "How does she know all this?" And she's like, "Well, here's the deal. I can't pass your physical." And she said something about I'm not going to charge you for it, but they did anyways. But I didn't realize it until I walked back out and I seen the sign over where you walk in, it says Atlantic Health. I was like,
yeah, that's
what's the chances of that? If I know that, I would have never come in here.
yeah, but that's also a thing now that all if you got that CDL, they're supposed to check the National Registry to see you know to see certain things about your health and all that stuff too. So I mean, if I got went to a hey David Carlisle, how are you doing tonight? Oh yeah, if I went out and I got in a wreck, then they go back and say find out that that I lied about my diabetes and I lied about my blood pressure and I mean I could I could sit here and take enough medicine to get by, to get by the physical, but you know, once they go to doing investigations and stuff like that
Yeah,
and then they'd bust me. They'd probably bust me. They'd ought to put me in jail for lying and all that stuff. My last name ain't Biden, so
yeah. Oh boy, or Clinton.
yeah. So I mean, I can't.
Yeah, I lucked out the last time I went to. A friend of mine told me about this one place. You go in there and they'll pretty much give anybody a thing within reason.
Yeah,
But because of the shit I'm on, it come up that I was on some kind of I don't know what do they call some of them drugs.
uh,
Trying to think what they call them. She's trying to tell me it showed up that it's like, well, I ain't taking that.
it's
Finally, she told the doctor, but the doctor looked and he's like, you know what? He says, it's probably something wrong with when you did the P test. He says, it's possible it could be just a bad thing. He gave it to me.
yeah,
But he's asking me, he's like, no diabetes? No. No this? No. I barely passed the eye test. It's like, I'm standing here. I was just guessing, like the third or fourth line down, I was just guessing.
yeah. Well, I messed with the last physical I got. They told me to read the eye chart, and they said read down the smallest line you can see on there. And I said made in China, She just busted out laughing because and she went out. I went because I'd walk when I walked past it. I looked at the little letters at the bottom. It said "Made in China" on the chart. So I said "Made in China." She didn't think that was too cute, but
Okay, now read the line above it.
yeah,
Hey, it's like I can't see that if I'm standing there.
that's it.
Yeah, I don't know. I figured if I could still get in and out of the truck, no problem, I would keep it. But after last winter, when you got to use the milk crate to try and get up on the first step and hope you can actually get in the truck there, it's time to pack it in.
Yeah,
Kind of sucks. It's like once I'm in, no problem, man. I'm good to go. Just a
yeah,
matter of trying to get in it.
yeah. That's the kind of the bad stuff about it. I
Yeah,
mean,
and you got some of these guys keep telling you, "Oh, you only got to get in it once." It's like, oh, really? It doesn't work that way.
yeah, yeah. I mean, even 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 pushing snow, you got to get in and out and in and out. And,
Yeah,
I mean, you
I
got to
try.
see how
Well,
much salt they're putting in the truck. So,
well, I know salt.
yeah.
We got the you know we're just plowing. There's other company that does the salting.
Oh, okay.
That in the state. We used to have it two small. Yeah, Tom salts, but he salts for county, which is like an hour that way from where I am
Hmm.
down south. He salts and plows, and we're the state. We only plow.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
I usually when I go up there, I stop someplace. I fill up a whole bunch of water, and this and that, and all kinds of things to last. See if I can last at least for the whole day without having to worry about it.
Yeah.
The hardest problem I have is trying to find a place to pee sometimes. Sometimes you gotta pull in the quick check, turn around and park against the bush in the
Yes.
back.
And just stand out on the daggum running board. Yeah.
Or at nighttime it's not bad at pulling into the firehouse, even though the
Yeah.
house is across the street. Most of the people are sleeping sometimes.
Yeah. So, but then again, everybody, everywhere, every place just about's got cameras nowadays. So,
Yeah.
and they'll track you down to find find you for pissing on the sidewalk now. I mean,
Oh, this is the state yard. Well, the state
yeah,
yard we run out of, it was a couple of years ago, it was just like a little small, like probably old 2 bedroom house, 1 bedroom house there, like bedroom, kitchen, living room.
yeah,
I had a small shed next to it and then just a lean to there where they park the trucks under. Now it's this big fancy building. It's got like 5 bays and got a big 4 bay garage over on this side next to the salt dome. And you look there, every place you can look, there's the cameras.
yeah. And the thing about it was, I remember when you just go down through there, and they didn't even have the salt or the sand or anything else. They just had it sitting out there in the open, and
Yeah.
that's what that's where they how they dealt with it. So I mean, but nowadays though that chemical stuff, now
Oh boy.
that junk you I'd hate rather deal with salt than I would that chemical stuff.
Salt's not bad. You can live with it. When they start putting down the calcium and shit, it's like
Hey,
you
Patrick.
can always tell when they're putting it down because, like Route 80, where it comes down through here, when I was running the Mighty Mac, it's
Yeah.
like you come down over the hill between like Denville and Parsippany. It was like about 2 miles down to the next
Mm,
flat, and it's like you knew the calcium truck was up there because all you could see was like this white cloud in front of you. Then when you got up to by where the truck was, the shit just spraying off the road from the cars.
yeah. And that doggone calcium gets on your windshield, and you can't. It don't matter what you got in a water bottle to spray the windshield with. That junk it etches itself into the doggone windshields on the trucks, and you can't see nothing. And
And it's not like they put it out sparingly either.
No, nope. And that stuff will eat the wire, slam off of a truck. I mean, you can have a brand new truck and none of the lights work on it because because the wires is rotted off of them. But
Well, that's the way that's, there for the longest time. I always wondered why. By reading the thing there was in one magazine, and it explained how calcium works. It actually is attracted to like dampness or water.
yeah,
So, like on a truck, there you get a little dampness happens up into one of the little electric wires. Calcium just follows it right
follows it
on up.
right on through it. Yeah, it eats.
Hey, Patrick.
I see. All right, now Patrick, I seen you got the shop cleaned out now. When's the videos coming out with the where you got them bikes running now? You got to send us a video out with the bikes running. But yeah, there's uh sometimes though, you know, sometimes I was glad whenever I went down some of them roads where they hadn't treated it, because I mean, at least you had that cushion of snow that you could grab onto. I mean, but
Oh yeah, you get some of these roads where it's salted and it's like it's melted enough and the salt's starting to wash off.
yeah,
Next thing you know, it's all half ice and packed.
yeah. I mean, that's kind of the worst blizzard I ever come into was I went through. I was down in North Carolina through the gorge in North Carolina on I-40, and we went in one tunnel, and I came out and you couldn't see nothing. The truck in front of me disappeared and everything else, and we seen that. I sat there and watched. I couldn't slow down no more because I was scared the truck behind me would run up my butt. So I just had to hold it in spot and just hold on.
That's why I
And
used to get a kick out of when you're coming back across like PA and Ohio and stuff. It's like I wasn't afraid. As long as there was like, I tried to keep trucks behind me because I could run a decent speed. But it's like all of a sudden you get these retards doing like 80, 75 or 80 miles an hour. And they all pass you in like a group of 6 or 8 of them. It's like, oh boy, here we go.
yeah,
It's like, you guys can't just pass one at a time. You gotta do a train there, and then you're driving for almost 2 miles with nothing but a whiteout in front of you waiting.
yeah. I mean, it's. I mean, I tried to pull and down through that gorge down on I-40 there. I don't know whether you've been to it or not, but that doggone it's all it's interstate, but it's all curves and all that stuff, and they want trucks to stay in the right lane. And it was snowing so hard that the state had just given up on trying to get the roads cleared. I mean, and the load I had on was going. I was gonna have to drop and deliver. I was gonna have to deliver it, and then I could go home after I delivered it. So I wasn't about to stop. I mean, I've done run I-80, 90, and all them interstates up that way, and all winter long. I wouldn't just go out that little snowstorm, but that was the most blinding one I ever got into.
I remember going up in the one trip we took these things up into Bari, up in Canada.
Yeah,
This big welding shop. They unloaded it and it started snowing. It's like Me and the other guy, we're coming back down, and it's like the snow is just, we're at the very, probably into the first hour of the snow the whole way down. And it's like, 4 or 5 inches on the road, but we kept going. And it's
Mm-hmm.
like, this ain't bad, really. Till we
Yeah, so
got
much.
down, got through customs, started across the bridge over to fucking Buffalo. Holy shit, what a difference, man. That bridge was nothing but ice and the wind was blowing. It's like it was actually blowing the truck. You had to kind of steer yourself to the center of the road to keep on the bridge.
Yeah. Yeah, Leaky, we said Canada, Canada, and hay jack stands and cinder blocks.
I
Yeah,
like that name, Jack Stains and Cinder Blocks. That's pretty
yeah,
good.
yeah, it is. But uh, so how's things going with you, Leaky, up there in Canada land? Why you set on the forest on fire up there? We still get all the smoke and haze and all from them fires going on up that way. Uh, Jeff, did when that bridge collapsed on 95 there, did it mess y'all's traffic up there, trying people trying to go around that mess?
Oh, I don't know that down in Philadelphia.
Yeah, but I didn't know whether people had come up the New Jersey side and trying to avoid them tolls and all that stuff. I didn't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
But
I was trying to figure out which bridge they were talking about. Because I know
oh
you get on through there, and you got the Navy Yard on the one side and the airport. I know there's like 6 or 7 bridges you go over through
yeah,
there.
yeah, it was yeah, Leaky. That's about the same thing we're doing right here down here in the states, and our AI does not even he he can't get one word out without stumbling out, falling down off a bicycle or something. So
Well, we know he can't climb up the stairs through an airplane.
no, that's for sure.
I have yet to see him fall down the stairs, though.
No, but I mean, I'm waiting for it.
Well, they never show him coming down the stairs. They always show him going up.
Yeah,
Maybe there's a reason for that.
it might be. Is they got a is Air Force Ones that got a wheelchair lift to lift him up to let him down underneath it, or
Uh-oh.
no? I didn't get to see. I hadn't seen that one. Jack stands and cinder blocks, but uh, what? Why did you have to take it all out again for? Yeah, I don't. I mean, unless it's a military submarine, I don't think I would want to trust one of them there. Uh, them other submarines. Oh, I missed it. I'm sorry.
I just don't understand why they keep hollering that they're going to impeach the retard. Why don't they just do it instead of talking about it?
Because they're scared of who they got coming up next behind him. Can I mean they scared they scared to death of camel toe or whatever she is. I mean
She ain't done nothing for the last 3 years. Why would she start now?
that's kind of the thing. I mean
She keeps doing what she's doing. She can't hurt nothing. Uh-oh. It was a dry run with that, huh?
oh okay. Yeah, I I got I got a '91 Chevrolet pickup that I'm gonna. I got to get started back on it, and uh, but uh, uh, but I don't think I'm gonna pull the motor out of it. I don't think I'm gonna go into the motor of it. And it still runs good and all that stuff. So a good deal there, jack stands. Yeah, that's kind of that is some of the stuff that they're stuck with their jack stands.
Yeah.
Is everybody that's in behind uh I'm not gonna say names anymore, but y'all know who I'm talking about. But it's I
The
think
next in line behind the lead donkey.
yeah, I think that's why they haven't impeached him yet. So
what are you gonna do tomorrow besides wait for Tuesday?
uh I've been out there 3 times this week trying to clean that shop up. And so I'm gonna try to make it my 4th time going out there to try to clean my shop up. But I get tired and and I get out there and start moving around and I get tired and I sit down. But just if you got a shop, don't ever put a damn television in it because it ruins everything.
I'm going out to watch TV, hon. See you
Yeah,
later.
I mean, yeah, yeah.
I might work on that Wisconsin tomorrow. I got like a triple pulley thing I'm trying to get off the shaft.
Yeah, mine's. I got a 91 model that uh, that I bought brand new, and the painting all screwed up on it, and so I've took the bed off of it. Probably gonna take the doors and all off of it. Put new bushings and everything else in the doors, and just put a paint job on it. That's what I'm gonna do with it. And it's for my age, it's fast enough, and it does about whatever I need it to do. So
I was at my brother's house last week. I think it was. Got this little scooter thing. It's got a little electric motor on it. It's like he's sitting on like a little tricycle.
mm-hmm.
Takes you all over the place.
Yeah.
He said, I forget. He picked it up for nothing. He's like, "You want it?" He says, "You want it when you go to like the next, tractor show." He says, "Come down and get it." I said to myself, "That'd be pretty cool. Instead of driving the tractor around there, I'd just get on that."
Yeah. Yeah, just don't fall. That's another thing about the little scooter things.
Well, you won't. Nah, this is
The
a
least has got.
small. You're sitting about the same height as like the little kids' tricycles.
Oh, okay. So yeah, that's those are. The more I look at them, the more I might need one of them to just do what I.
I don't mind driving the tractor around, but like the big one, it's too hard to get on.
Yeah.
I get my right foot stuck on on the one side because it's like the little floorboards are about that far down from the top of the little transmission tunnel.
Yeah.
I get my right foot stuck in there, and it's like it's all twisted out of shape. And the next day, my foot's pulling out of my boot and stuff, trying to get it out.
Yeah.
Then I got to get back off and put my shoe back on.
Cool deal there. That is a radical change, putting an 8.1 fuel injector into a carbureted Corvette. Yeah.
But anyways, I guess none of these guys are gonna have a barbecue Tuesday, huh?
I don't
Doesn't
guess.
sound like it.
No. I mean, I'm gonna try to make it my hour here, and I don't let a lot of them guys out of Ohio or anybody's gonna make it in here because of the
I
storms.
don't think they were coming.
Nope. So, but I'm gonna try to get my little hour in and shut it down. But like I said, we got some more pressing issues. The old lady went to the doctor the other day, and they found kind of some bad spots that
Oh no.
they got to look at. So they got to go in and do biopsies of and all that stuff. So it's something else to worry about. Yeah, Leaky, of course. But the damn politicians basically took away everything that piece of paper that was signed on that date took them away from us. So I don't know.
I just thinking. I know they used to have big fireworks thing out at Mount Rushmore. I
Yeah.
wonder if Governor Nome ever got that back.
Uh,
I don't know if they
I
ever.
I think this. I I think she probably will have them. That the last governor wasn't, but this one here, I think will probably. I'm not sure. I ain't seen nothing about it, but
Now I know she was mighty pissed last year when they took when they when they. I guess they already gave her the permission, then they pulled them. Said at the last minute, said no, you ain't doing that.
yeah. Well, I mean, I'd love to see them as long as they're not using using it as political events and stuff like that. Just
That seems to be everything anymore.
yeah, and that's uh yeah, but Leaky, you got to remember you got little Castro up there. I mean,
Oh, we don't know what he's got up there.
no, I
That
mean
guy's on his own.
he's kind of a little bit fruit loopy, a little bit flaky. I don't know what he is, but
He ain't right.
yeah,
Square bodies. Mudster must be talking about Chevys.
yep.
I never liked the square bodies. I liked the ones like the late '60s and stuff, the early '70s. I always liked them.
Yeah, I've got like I said, I got they changed the body style from the square body in '88 to '91. To
Yeah.
I got the '91 model of that body style. So I mean, I the square bodies are a lot more popular right now. But I mean, because they're I mean, the sad part about it is everybody's crushed them, and you can't find parts for them or something or other. So, I mean,
Well, I think the nicest looking trucks myself, I think, are the whole, just about the whole '70s Fords.
yeah,
Can't
well,
beat them.
yeah. I mean, well, they made decent. You can still tell the difference between a Ford and a Chevrolet or a Dodge or
Yeah.
whatever back
Yep.
in them back in them days. Now you look at them, and unless you can see the doggone emblem wrote on the car, and you got to look
They
hard,
all look the same.
they all look the same. I mean, I don't know. I mean, if I wanted to drive the same as Joe Blow that next door, I mean, I'm gonna stick with my older model cars because, yeah, Mudster. Which I got a neighbor down here. He loves Barracudas, so he just finished a 74 Barracuda, and then he also has a 70 model Barracuda with the 440 and track pack. It's got the track pack and all that on it. So he's got some cool cars.
Well, anyways, it's getting late for
Yeah,
some of
I
us
reckon
older people.
Oh,
I'll see you next time.
all right, Jeff. I appreciate you coming by and giving me somebody to talk to. Yeah. Yeah, it's true, Leaky. Yeah. Well, all righty, everybody. I appreciate everybody coming in and all that stuff. And I hope everybody has a safe week, a good and safe week, and hope to see everybody next week. Good night, and we will talk to you later. Leaky, if you got a few minutes, you can grab that link up there and jump in here, man. So I can see how you've been doing. But I mean, but when I go off air, but good night, everybody.